Welcome everyone, glad you could make it. Star Trek, you either love it or you hate it. If you're indifferent, there's a Star Wars presentation down the hall. I hear they offer free Jar Jar masks. As you know, Star Trek has experienced a resurgence in recent years with the financially successful, if uneven, so-called reboots. These films use the broadest traits known to the general public to portray the characters and situations, losing detail in doing so. So are these present in the original series? Let's have a look at the episodes and see what we come up with. 79 episodes in 3 seasons. This averages out to about 26 per season. To put that in some perspective, Game of Thrones in 5 seasons made an average of 12 per season. Generally, 1960 shows produce more per season. An average now for a network show has dropped slightly to about 22 to 24. And here are the 79. I've listed the menagerie as one episode when in reality it was a two-parter, Star Trek's only cliffhanger. So let's start with Captain Kirk. Pop culture now has him as the great galactic playboy, sleeping his way across the stars, seducing an alien lovely on every planet. What is the actual frequency of this in the original series? Whoa, Kirk, you old devil you. If we look closer though, it's actually only about 25% of episodes, hardly the majority. Let's now subtract some qualifiers. What about when he uses a woman just to escape from danger? How about if she's an old flame, in real or synthetic form? Okay, how about when Kirk is under alien influence? And if she turns out to be a robot? Are there any cases when Kirk actually seems to care about the woman? And lastly, and the only one you're all interested in, when can we be fairly certain he's had sex with them? So there is some basis for Kirk's reputation. It's just not as prevalent as one would think. Now, let's have a look at Spock's adventures. Spock does indeed occasionally have an eye for the ladies, but how many of those are a ruse to save the ship? Okay, and under some alien influence? So we are left with Pon farr, and one seemingly genuine case of attraction. Spock does from time to time display human emotions in the original series, but how many times does he use violence to beat the crap out of someone? Oh my. And other than Pon farr, how many of these are under alien influence? And that leaves us with exactly 0. Yes, I thought so. McCoy gained a reputation as a ladies' man long before the reboots, with the hands of a surgeon reference in Deep Space Nine. Currently, he is portrayed as bitterly divorced. Let's see what happened in the original series. He gets a roughly similar number of episodes as Spock, but how many of those does she turn out to be a salt vampire? And under the indirect influence of an alien drug? How about when he gets married when he thinks he's going to die soon? Or uses a good slap to win the fair lady's respect? That leaves just one where he seems to have some relationship going on, although he does attempt to have a fling with 2 synthetic showgirls as well. So how does the rest of the cast fare? Some better than others, it seems. Nurse Chapel comes in first, mostly pining after Spock, although she does meet her old love in one. He turns out to be an android, though. Scotty and Chekhov get 3 each, but as this is episodic television, they are never seen again. And how many do Sulu and Uhura get? Not a 1. That figures. The Prime Directive. A noble rule, but the writer's nightmare. How many times did they get around it and let Kirk meddle to his heart's content? Eek, more than a few times as you can see, with these being the most egregious. There were the odd times as well when they had to step in and fix the mess the Federation had made. So yes, there are many examples of breaking the Prime Directive in the original series. Let's move on to the basis of the reboots, time travel, and its repercussions. There are 4 time travel stories. In one, their actions change nothing, as if their time travel was included in the way events were meant to go. But in two others, their actions have serious effects, and they have to take steps to correct them. The concept of an alternative timeline, therefore, does indeed have its origin in the original series. Now, what about our old friends, the Klingons and Romulans? The Romulans were actually introduced first, but we only get 2 episodes devoted to them, with a brief appearance in a third. The Klingons get 7, where they range from mass-murdering conquerors to comic relief. The Klingons we know today would have to wait until the movies and later Star Trek series to develop. So these are the basic tropes used in the new movies. Do they stand up to scrutiny? All but one do have some basis in the original series, except Spock as some sort of repressed psychopath. I guess it was to be expected. Everyone has to be an action hero nowadays. Although they have done some damage to the characters, mainly Kirk and Spock, the reboots at least did get some of their character traits and story elements from the original series. They don't seem to have a deep knowledge of the show, but at least they seem to be trying. Lord help my soul. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.